Back to college basketball business. The Super Bowl, NFL is over for the season. Couple weeks until we get into March and full college basketball tournament time. But until then, we have a lot going on, so let's take a look at it. Welcome to Make It Take It. I'm DC, and this is my betting log. I make these videos so I can go back and study areas where I was weak in the past, and I can try to improve my betting game. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not even trying to convince you to take my games. I'm telling you what I bet. I keep a full record of it in the description. So you can tail or fade. Just let me know in the comments if you're going against me. But definitely like the video because that does help me. Trying to reach more people so we can get more opinions. To me, it's all about learning and working together. So let's go with today's slate. First, right off the bat, I see a discrepancy that stuck out to me as like the biggest line to record discrepancy of the day. That's going to be Oklahoma State at Arizona State. Oklahoma State is a very good 16-7 this year. Arizona State's a 500 team, 12-12. They lost a lot of key games, even at home. But Oklahoma State's been weak on the road, 1-4, and they haven't covered and been in a lot of those games. I've gone against them twice on the road, and both of those have came out so far this year. Arizona State is a very good team despite their record. They're 73rd in KenPom rankings, a little bit behind Oak State, but they are 66th in pace out of 365, and I like high-paced teams. I think they're going to bring it tonight. The line's down to 2, but I'm just money lining it. I found the money line at 138. I'm slamming on that money line for Arizona State. Another one that stuck out to me in the horizon, mid-country, Milwaukee at IUPUI. It stuck out to me because Milwaukee's beat IUPUI at least 10 in a row. I look on covers.com. That's like my first line of defense. The first place I start looking at these teams, and I look at their last 10 matchups because that's how it breaks it down. Milwaukee's beat them 10 in a row. They've covered most of those. This line's only 1.5, so that raises red flags right there. We know IUPUI is the top paced team in the country. And I think they feel like if they have a shot at breaking this streak, it's today. At home, backing that up with the streak. I just don't know if I can go with a 7-win team at this point of the year. I'm thinking about it. I'll throw it in the comments if I end up taking IUPUI. I just thought it was worth mentioning because of the winning streak, the line, and how that looks. Second game I took is also one that doesn't make a lot of sense when you look at it, because you look at Wisconsin, Illinois, both Big Ten powerhouses this year. Wisconsin's 16-7. They're handling business. They're covering games. Illinois, one of the best teams in the country, obviously, but this line is 11.5, so a lot of people feel like Wisconsin's getting disrespected in this line. I think when you look at the line psychology that it's very much an Illinois line. I bought the 0.5 point. I went Illinois minus the 11. Wisconsin beat them last year, so this is just as much a get-up revenge game as it is to prove that they're one of the best 5 teams in the country. Then I'm throwing a teaser tonight because I very much like Richmond. But George Mason is scary to go against, even on the road. This is an in-state rivalry. They're about an hour apart. Richmond's about an hour south, so they're going to travel down there. 21-3, George Mason. They've obviously been the powerhouse in the Atlantic 10 with St. Louis this year. Richmond, a scrappy 13-11. I think they can keep it within double digits tonight, and they play George Mason tough. So I took them plus 10, and I combined that in a teaser. I was really looking at Iowa State, but I think it's a tough game. You can go either way on this. You could take TCU up, or you could take Iowa State down. I believe Iowa State's going to win, but I don't know by how many. TCU, they've played these teams tough at home. They've come within double digits. Houston at home, and a couple of other key Big 12 teams. So I decided instead to take Utah State. I took Utah State down to 12. They're playing Fresno. Think they're going to outpace Fresno in every way. Fresno actually has a top 100 pace, but it's usually because they get outpaced. So I think Utah State takes care of business tonight, and that's my teaser, Richmond, Utah State. I also have Illinois. I bought the 0.5 point down to 11 over Wisconsin. and I moneylined Arizona State. Thinking about IUPUI, that's an interesting game at 6:30. But let me know if you disagree with my plays. Throw it in the comments. Let me know why before the game, not after the game. Let me know what your reasoning is that I'm wrong. Thank you for watching. Good luck today.